Hey there, YouTube. Welcome to my first official video. Great Plains Scrapper here, and I'll give you a little background on myself. I am an ex-professional contractor salesman. It's what I spent most of my life doing, which to say is that I used to sell building materials to home builders, industrial, residential, and commercial contractors. I have a lot of background in plumbing, electrical, building materials, wire, that kind of thing. Due to the economy in, what was it? I think it was 2010, I got downsized. I'm an eBay seller from way back 1999. Or actually, I guess it was more like 2001, to be honest, was when I first started selling on eBay. I had a very successful retail arbitrage site. There was no term retail arbitrage back then, so I was a little bit of a trendsetter and didn't know it. However, I was living in Denver at the time, and I did get an offer from a company that I'd worked for here in Wichita, Kansas, to come back and work for them. I did pick up stakes, moved back from Denver to Wichita, took that position. It was a very well-paying position. It was something that was going to be hard for me to turn down. We accomplished the goals that they had brought me back to accomplish, but in the process, my earning power had gotten to the point to where basically they couldn't afford to keep me under the roof. So, it wasn't the prettiest thing in the world, but it was just kind of I ended up getting fired, but I think the writing was on the wall the entire time. So, in the process of doing that, however, that move and the profession change and so on and so forth, I fell behind on three listings on eBay. I never got my items shipped. The first lesson I can give anybody is never, ever, ever, don't ever not ship anything. I had, I'd had 1,300 and some odd sales, within the last 90 days. I had a, seller rating. I was a, top rated seller. I can't remember what color star I was. I've put all that stuff in the distant back memory, but, I was a power seller, top rated seller, I got 3 negative feedbacks on, failure to ship, and that, eBay site no longer exists. So it's something I wouldn't recommend doing by any means. It took me years, and some, not exactly upfront and honest, tactics to get another eBay site up, which I managed to do just about a year and a half ago. I haven't been messing with that either up until just recently. I am getting back into reselling, but the confusing factor may be the fact that my YouTube channel is called Great Plains Scrapper. Well, what the situation is here is that I am scrapping right now to earn money to source my eBay items. I'm also mowing lawns on the side. I am not a very young man. I'm not a very old man, but it's a little bit late in life for me to be doing things this way. But if I don't do them now, I will never get them done. And I've been dreaming of running my own business for years and years and years. I know that this is a viable tool with which to pursue those goals. So I'm going to do whatever it takes to make that happen. As long as I can make ends meet, I'll just keep going forward this way. As far as the scrapping is concerned, it's an extremely enjoyable pastime. It is a lot of work and it's a little bit messy, but if you're a metal enthusiast like I am, then it all kind of makes sense to you. Also, oddly enough right now, the 5 subscribers that I do have are silver stackers. Now, the reason for that is that I watch a lot of videos on the silver stackers. They're a really neat community. The eBay reselling community is really, really fantastic. And in future videos, I'll do some more discussion about that and shout out some very specific sellers that have already been huge to me. Getting into these groups, whether you're a stacker, whether you're a scrapper, whether you're a reseller, getting into groups is something I would highly, highly recommend. There are a lot of really neat people out there doing what we do, guys, and they are extremely knowledgeable. The Google Hangouts, you can gain an immense amount of insight. It keeps you positive. It keeps you on point. It keeps you on task. At any rate, and speaking of staying on task, right now, like I say, the bulk of my subscribers are silver stackers. And I am a metal enthusiast, both precious metals, semi-precious metals, and industrial metals, as you might be able to tell from my backdrop here. I do love copper. I think copper is really cool. I do a lot of copper scrap. I'm working on getting a furnace up and running so that I can melt my copper and pour it into ingots and use that as a sourcing aspect for my eBay sales. Something that I kind of, it was kind of one of those, hey, this is my really neat idea. Should I throw it out there? And one thing I've learned from being in these groups is there are haters out there that absolutely will tell these resellers and tell the scrappers and even some of the stackers, it's like, hey, you're giving away all the secrets and now just everybody can do it. Through watching these people, listening to these people, the one thing I have learned for sure is that absolutely is not the case. It may affect the market slightly for a short period of time, but all it does is truly bring value to the market. You'll get these people that think, hey, I want to do that. I can do that. It sounds easy. It sounds like easy money. And they jump in and they do it. And they fail because it's not easy and it's not easy money. You go watch the scrapper videos. These guys make what they're doing look easy because it's the how to scrap a microwave. Well, it's their 50th microwave they've scrapped. Your first 5 microwaves, not going to be so much fun. But those videos will help you learn how to do it. You go watch some of these resellers, the eBay, the Amazon FBA people. They will make you think that it's easy. It's not. Sourcing is hugely challenging. You have to be truly, truly, truly dedicated to it because once you get done sourcing, which is after you find your sources, the actual sourcing / shopping is the fun part. Coming home, cleaning up the gross, nasty stuff you just bought, making it presentable, taking photos of it, describing it in detail, and I mean detail if you want to sell it, making sure that it works, making sure that you didn't miss anything in the store, there's no holes in the clothing, there's no frays in the wiring, so on and so forth. Then laying it all out, getting all the pictures taken. And once you get the pictures taken, then you get to sit down and you get to type in all the item details and so on and so forth. But anyway, I'm going to wrap this thing up because, and I'm obviously, will be editing. So, half of this may not even be in the video when I get done with it. But, because this is again, my first time and I'm not on screen simply because I figured this would be hard enough, first time around without having to worry about whether I was picking my nose on camera or whatever. Anyway, the one thing I wanted to shout out real quick was, my silver stacker subscribers. I don't want you guys to feel slighted. Hey, the first 5 people that subscribe to your channel, you owe them something. I mean, there's no two ways about that. So, I wanted to make sure that